Okay, now go towards the back. Ricky, kick towards the back. Good, 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 good. Bail, 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 bail.
Hi, I'm Rocket Stickney. This is AutoNuts. I have Alex Sloan here today with me, and he has a 2012 Subaru WRX. Why don't you tell us a little about the car, Alex?
Thanks, Rocket. So I picked this thing up in February of 2012, and this was after 3 other cars, in which I started out with a 97 Jeep Grand Cherokee, went over to the 03 WRX, and after that ended up backwards into a tree. I went back to Jeep and got a 2005 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited, and that lasted a couple months, but I realized I couldn't really live without Subaru, so I moved back onto this thing.
Why don't you tell us a little about what you've done to it?
It was a lot of fun stock for a while, but then I realized I had to kind of jump right on into performance. I started out with a nameless performance axle bag for a really raspy tone. After that, added the wheels, which are 18 by 9.5 rotor grids with a 38mm offset, and those are wrapped in 265mm tires. Have a little rubbing issues on the fenders, but I'll roll them eventually. And then I went to a 22mm Perrin rear sway bar, really stiffened up the rear end. A couple days ago, I grabbed the Cobb Tuning access port and went stage 1 with the assistance of the Cobb Tuning intake. And that added a pretty good amount of power. Now I can actually hear the turbo.
What are you thinking about suspension down the road?
I'm thinking I might want to go over to coils once I have the funds.
I know you had some future plans for the car. You were talking about going down to Surgeline in Portland.
I went down there a couple years ago with my 03 WRX, in which case I went stage 4 with the addition of a Blouch 16 GXT. That put me up in the above 400 range, and that was just ridiculous. And I feel like I'm going to adapt to this power, but then I'll get bored, you know. I have to drive back down to Surgeline in Portland, and they're going to go in the whole setup, injectors, fuel pump, new top mount intercooler, new turbo, and then we'll see if that gets me settled for a while.